Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 18 of Steele Forces You to Watch Him Play Hades. We got off to what I am willing to call a wonderful start last time, wherein, with the help of the newly empowered Demeter aspect Fists of Malphon, which I think are definitely up there in the race to be my favorite weapon, we made pretty quick work of Tartarus and not Meg, but one of her sisters, Tisiphone, the fate over who watches over the torture of murderers, which she seems to think I am one of. I assure you, the only people that I have murdered were already dead, and that's double jeopardy. I know my rights. Look at that. Ooh, that was close, actually. This is not the same day on which I recorded the last episode. I am slipping into an unfortunate habit of recording late at night. Look at that. Ooh, I need to remember I can charge up that special, because it's good on its own, but it'll be even better if I do that with it. It is currently the day before this episode comes out. Let's get out of the way there. Fantastic. Is that something, or is that just gravy? I have just finished a computer science assignment that I am very willing to say was quite stressful. Let's go ahead and go for the Palm of Power. I think we've got some nice boons worth upgrading. My audio is a little louder in my ears than usual, which may result in my voice being a little louder in your ears than usual as I compensate. Look at that. Gotta love Doom. And Hangover. Oh, hello. Yeah, kind of a stressful computer science assignment, something that, let's just say I'm glad I did not start on it even half an hour later, because if I had, I would have been in very real danger of not getting it turned in on time, which would have been unfortunate, seeing how it was the final assignment of the semester. I will say, hello. Let's not die, because that would suck. Yeah, balancing my time, work-life balance, it's a constant effort. Not that, I wouldn't say that my delay on that assignment was pure procrastination, but I can't say it was pure necessity either. Let's just keep on punching, and you will survive. That's what my mom always told me growing up. Just never stop punching. Clearly this skeleton learned that lesson well from his own mother. Let's go. Alright. This is another instance of this is a very good run, and it would be a darn shame to mess it up. Now, Curse of Pain calls to me, so does Drunken Strike. I'm going to go ahead and keep stacking on that Doom. Hard to go wrong. Now, Hermes is clearly being very persistent. Let's go ahead and reward him for it. I'm always happy to see the man. Actually, I think we already have a Hermes boon, if I'm not mistaken. But also, if I'm not mistaken... Ooh, there's this red pulsing around the edge of my screen. That's probably me being on death's door, which is great. I do have another Death's Defiance in the form of Skelly's Tooth, but it would be a real shame to use it this soon on a run this powerful. That is definitely something we want to have in the wings when more powerful enemies are at our gates. Where are these little baby Hydras? There we go. And stay down. Today was the day of the annual Game Awards, and I was able to tune into a little bit of that. I wish I'd been able to tune into more. Ooh, we got a Dusa. Not our dear friend Dusa, but one of her more annoying cousins. Let's get that going. Fantastic. Ooh, can't forget that I've got multiple casts now. Ooh, hello. We've got Wave Makers. Not the most annoying skeletons, but far from the least annoying most skeletons. Nailed that sentence. Nailed that attack. Hades, I will have to double check. I know that it got some some accolades at the Game Awards. But I also think it was, I remember it, ooh. We're gonna hold on to our nectar, we still need to give it to Dusa. What's good there, cuz? We can dash 3 more times in a row. That seems crazy, and I'm taking it. Our cast is not really anything to write home about right now, but who knows what the future holds. Now, I've been trying to kind of hoard my money because it just feels like the thing to do, but if I'm being real, now is the time to go buy some food so that we do not die in an embarrassing way before we need to. Death is inevitable, but doesn't mean we gotta welcome it. Let's not forget we can now dash forever due to our favorite cousin. I don't know if he's our favorite cousin. Who are Zagreus' cousins? Zagreus' cousins would be any children of Zeus or Poseidon. And I don't think Poseidon has any... Well, I know Poseidon doesn't have any notable god children. He's got Triton, but he doesn't really leave the ocean. Zeus definitely gets around a bit more. You got Ares, you got Athena. In some versions of Greek myth, Aphrodite is depicted as a child of Zeus. I don't think that's most cases. I'm not sure what the myth of the game is going for. Hermes, Dionysus, Hephaestus, except that he has not been seen. Or at least I have seen neither hide nor hair of the man. Let's go. Who else? Artemis and Apollo. Zeus got around. I think we all know that. Not Theseus. Zeus definitely sired his share of demigods, but Theseus was fully mortal, if I am not mistaken. Wasn't this... Oh no, I thought this was a shop, but it was just more money. So we are further along in my quest to hoard money and have a low amount of health. I'm definitely more excited by the former than the latter, but speaking of health, let's go scoop up a centaur heart. I'm going to be terribly rude, as I am on occasion, and blow my... Blow my nose, I said. I'm not sure if that got cut off.
What now?
Skeletons, Zagreus. It's skeletons. Your old friends. When the doom comes raining down. Can anything better rain down? That was unfortunate. It really bugs me that Cutter, or not Cutter, but that extended fist's special attack does not always move in the direction that it projects it will. But rather in the direction that my arrow keys are holding. I do want to try this with a controller sometime. I have been a keyboard and mouse gamer for a very long time. I've definitely never been big on controllers, especially in first-person games. In a top-down game like Hades, I'm not quite as opinionated, but I definitely still have more experience with the keyboard. Thank you kindly. But it's still something I want to give a shot sometime. You know, I like to try out all my options. Let's pick up some darkness. We want to keep empowering ourselves at the Mirror of Night. Ooh, a fountain is a welcome sight.
This has to be the chamber renovation I put in.
It is indeed. Winter is upon us, and the region in which I live is unfortunately prone to occasional bouts of pollution and air that my lungs are not fond of.
Just what sort of hideous monstrosity awaits me over on the next infernal island, Charon mate?
I mean, I think we know the joint pretty well. Good tip, Charon. Thank you very much.
Not bad, huh?
What is next? It is the Hydra, which we've apparently never killed with the fists. But I think we definitely can. How much money do we have? We have a lot. Let's splurge. Let's get the heart, and let's get whatever's in this sack. Howdy, Ares. Doom effects deal more damage, but take longer to activate. I think that is good. I'm not really in a rush to get the Doom going, and that will scale as the other Doom goes up.
More bloodshed then.
Happy about that. And you know what? you gotta spend money to make money. That's what they say. 10 minutes. 10 minutes to the Hydra. Asphodel ain't got nothing. See, I'm gonna say that and then I'm gonna get, yep, some monstrous variation on the Hydra. I don't know what this one does. It's not the one that we have the most experience fighting. It is a wave one. I feel like I can work with that as long as the waves don't come too fast, like the Hydra's original incarnation. So far, so good. Now, the last time we fought the Hydra, I got very excited. I thought that we had beat it without taking any damage, and unfortunately, I was incorrect. Only on watching back the tapes was I able to see that I in fact got hit twice. It was subtle. They were sneak attacks. Alright, I really need to... Ooh, that is a spray of waves. I need to take note of what heads do what. And I almost certainly got hit just there. Ooh, okay, so Orange Crest is our old friend, the speedy projectile. Green is skeleton summoning, which I think are not as annoying as I once found them, but definitely not my favorites. My favorites, or my favorite main head at least, is gotta be the one that we encountered last time, where he just slammed his face into the ground a whole bunch. Overall, though, I think we are definitely learning to hold our own against the Hydra. Once we can get Theseus down that road, all it will be well. Was that? I don't know how much damage that Doom did, but it started with a 2 and ended with 2 other digits. Oh, hello. Yeah, it's kind of his whole thing that he does every time you come here, Zagreus. Oh, that's a lot of Skellies. And you know how I feel about Skelly. Those homing missiles are not my favorite. Let's go, let's go. Doom will take care of him after a little bit. Punch you up, punch you down, punch you all around. Hello! Definitely still better than the rapid fire homings. Like, it's not even a contest. Beep bop, bada bop, boom, pow. I do want to just stop periodically and give some points to the soundtrack to this game, which I think is done by Darren Korb, who also did the fantastic soundtrack for another one of his studio's fantastic games, Bastion. Rewinding to the terrible air in my area right now, which I expect to plague me through the rest of winter. Don't know how audible it is. My nose is definitely a little bit stuffed up. And I actually went to the clinic just a few days ago to get a refill on my inhaler, which I use to make myself breathe slightly less badly. And was told that it would cost me $200. Gotta love it. And it's not a very happy story, so my apologies. In any case, I'm hoping that either some deal can be reached or I can get a similar inhaler prescribed so I can breathe, something that this Hydra cannot do anymore. And likely couldn't do anyway on account of it being a skeleton. I was going to say that's how you know you can't trust it, because it can't breathe, but that
You're going nowhere, boy.
doesn't reflect well on me. On account of my own respiratory woes. Let's go ahead and move on.
One more floor.
I don't know if you guys know, that kind of bloody fountain is one where I can actually sell my boons for cash. I think maybe I've done it once in an episode, but I am pretty happy with our current setup. I think our priorities
Champions of Elysium.
for Palms of Power and for boons, boost up our regular attack, and boost up our Doom effect. Now we've got one Daedalus Hammer somewhere around here. I thought we ought to. Do they not show up with the other boons? Oh, it's that one right there. Flying Cutter, which means we can get one more, and I don't know if you'll ever see me say no to the opportunity for Daedalus boons, or Daedalus upgrades, because he's not a god, and I always fall for those traps. Every time without fail. Don't you be over there pulling that Theseus javelin trick. It's not funny when he does it, and it's just kind of sad when you do it. Thank you. So far, much happier with the speed at which I'm killing these guys as compared to the somewhat depressing conclusion to our last, what weapon was it? Our first Exegriff run, wherein one room with these guys took what felt like an entire episode to clear. But this time, I cannot find reason to complain. And you know me, I'm pretty whiny. Just sit down. Thank you. Daedalus, my dear friend. Well, using attack or special, you are sturdy, which means you take 30% less damage. Does not sound bad. My dash strike pierces foes and deals more damage to armor. Sure. All of these seem pretty good. All of these seem quite good. I'm going to use another tissue again, pardon me. I didn't mute at that time, so I'm sure I just lost 3 viewers to that disgusting noise. I'm thinking Long Knuckle is the way to go for the attack damage increase. We'll go Darkness. I'm really prioritizing Darkness. The day will come when we can prioritize gems again, but I just want to pick up everyone. Wow, that is a considerably longer range increase than I expected. Thank you, Daedalus. My school semester is rapidly coming to an... Oh, come on. That... I contest the results of that impact. I don't accept it. Ooh. See, that one. I should have taken damage on that one if I was going to take damage on any. Tomorrow, or today, or whenever, the day that this episode is coming out, let's go, is the final day of classes for this semester, and we have been purely online since Thanksgiving, or thereabouts, and after which is finals week. Everyone be sure to keep your fingers crossed for me. Luckily, my workload is definitely not as heavy as it could be, not as heavy as it's been in past years, and not as heavy as some of my peers' workloads are. Let's go, Centaur. But I've still definitely got some work on my plate. Got a handful of projects. It has been a definite perk of this otherwise bizarre semester that several of my final projects have actually been made optional. Which, oh, come on now. You are just too annoying. Stay dead. My special is not really packing the punch that I want it to. My primary attack is picking up a lot of slack. So I think if we can... Oh, God. You see what I have to put up with? I bet the guys on controllers don't have to deal with that. But then the trade-off is that I don't have to deal with controllers. Where was I? It might be worth... Well, I don't know. That's far from terrible. But between the general attack damage, the increased range, and the both the Hangover and Doom, our primary attack is definitely carrying most of the weight on this run at this point. I would not say no to something that bolstered my special. Because it's special. And you gotta like that. It's rare. That makes it better by default. A little more max HP. I don't know if you can find multiple fountains in a run. I definitely wouldn't say no to getting another top off on my health before facing the Wonder Twins. I want to hoard more cash, but I think if we could get a Blade Rift with the newfound 3 Oh, hello, Asterius.
You mean to fight with me barehanded this time, short one?
I got some metal.
To say the champion himself defeated me in such a manner back when we drew breath.
I won't say you should feel ashamed of that.
Fists of Malphon count as empty-handed, sir.
Thank you.
It surprises me to hear you could be beaten in such a way.
I was hungry and unprepared, inexperienced. No longer.
I am not very hungry, and I feel generally prepared, so let's hope that things go a little better for me than they went for you, Asterius. Wow, speaking of increased range on your melee, did not think that would hit me. But we'll go ahead and show him that we're not really empty-handed. Pretty happy with the dent we've left in his health so far, but we definitely want to limit how often we are in his close range. Get in, get out. I am terrified of the inevitable day. I know it will come when we have to fight a variant of the Theseus boss fight. We've now fought one of Meg's sisters. We've fought several different Hydra variants. I don't even want to know what tricks these two have up their sleeves once we finally master the art of beating them up. And we're getting there. Oh, wasted my cutter. Oh no, and I got distracted. Let's not throw this away. I am very happy for the opportunity to take on Asterius early, because it will make the boss fight proper that much easier. Ooh, but the trade-off is having to deal with this dude twice in one floor. I think we're doing a good job, but our health can maybe take one more hit before forcing us to pop a Death's Defiance. Fight on. Charge. Oh, you were supposed to crash into a wall there. Ooh. I can't say that I've perfectly... Ooh, nice shot. As I was saying, I cannot say that I've perfectly memorized his attack patterns. Oh, I would hate to lose here. You're not the one I have a grudge against, Asterius. Don't make me... Ooh, spread it to you as well. Now, dodging that slam in his second phase, I just need to get behind him. Because that's the one place that those waves definitely don't go. Falcon Punch, get out of the way. Ooh. And I need to break the habit of dodging perpendicular to that, because then the waves will get me if I am not careful. Get that cast going. Listen to me just going on and on about the fight instead of regaling you with entertaining stories from my week. I do regret to inform you that I still don't have many of those. Oh. One thing I don't think I mentioned, and if I did, well, thank you, Asterius. I mean, I kind of had.
I respect your strength, short one.
Right back at you, buddy, and the hair. Could you just, like, help me against him? Because, like, you know I'm cooler than him. I do indeed. And we still have our Skelly Tooth Defiance. Ares, give me something good to eat.
My kid, I was just
That's me.
inquiring with Lord Dionysus here. Under which circumstances are the greatest mortal feasts of all prepared?
I don't
Because I have a certain
know
hunch regarding
what
that.
he's implying, but I'm not comfortable with it.
Yeah, Ares, I will hand it to you, man. There's
Feast
nothing
after...
like a
Okay,
feast after a
I'm
war,
gonna level
but-
with you. I thought he was talking about cannibalism,
Nice.
and I wasn't into it. I am kind of into that. But we are castless, and a Blade Rift might be able to do some pretty good things against a shield boy like Theseus. But I love a good duo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch Ares by a toe. If he hollers, let him go. My godfather says you are the one I will pick. I did not influence the results of that. It seemed like it, for sure. But I promise you, I was just being silly. Let's get all three of those going. Oh, and I'm happy with my choice, but I need to pay attention. Need to pay attention. Gotta say, I'm... Ooh! Was about to say I'm happy. I need to measure my words more carefully. But you know what? I stand by it. This room's going well. These witches ain't nothing. Ooh, there's chaos waiting for me. I can't really spare a glance at my health right now to see if I can afford it. Oh, see that? See how it goes right through those shields? Let's keep them from picking them back up, huh? And stay dead. What? That's nonsense. That dude should have gotten blown right the heck up. I was beginning to tell a story of the other day. I mentioned in the last episode the wonderful egg burji Indian recipe that I made. 27. I want to very badly. I don't think we can spare it right now. Need to be a little more careful, although maybe if our good friend Charon has any health for us, then this actually substantially changes things. Let's go say hey to our primordial progenitor. When I went to the local little Indian shop, run by the same folks that run the best local Indian restaurant. Slippery Soul, which temporarily impedes our casts but gives us a nice amount of max health, is the way I'm going. And uh-oh. Wait, no, we're good. We're good. I was briefly afraid that this was going to feed us right into the boss fight.
Death approaches.
Hello? Oh, don't tell me. It's Thanatos! I knew it! I was going to say Thanatos. Are you here to kill me?
Thanatos. I figured it was only a matter of time before Father said
It's
you
sure
had to
looking
do
like
his
it.
dirty work.
Yo, we've seen him before. He was on the... he was the employee of the month in the lounge. A slot most recently occupied, very deservingly, by Cerberus. And a space that I will one day claim for myself. I deserve it. I was not listening to Thanatos. I don't know if I'm fighting against him. It looks like... Ooh! Looks like we are both killing enemies. Excuse me? I don't know if he's also attacking me. He is beating me in terms of enemies killed right now, and I don't want him to do that. I want to win. I know that's a hot take. A lot of people don't agree with me on that, on trying to win challenges, but I like to do it just kind of as a... That's my personal stance. Wait, no, I want him. Thanatos! I don't know if I'm good to stand in that, but the enemies definitely are not good to stand in that. I am narrowly beating death itself. I'm gonna stand in this and see what happens. We're good. He's not interested in killing me. Just stealing my kills. Oh, I got that one. Come on. I don't approve of your tactics, Thanatos, where you are just like very good at what you do. I think that that's cheap, and I resent it. Let me tell you. And this room is busy. I don't know how I'm beating him on account of all the 4-digit damage numbers I keep seeing him spit out, but I'll take what I can get. Maybe I'm dealing more damage to them, and it's not about, maybe it's not about last hit. Then, oh, well, I saw that. I am going to turn down my volume ever so slightly. I hope I've not been just outright shouting into the microphone. Dang right I did. 200 max HP. Thanatos. Well, I mean, it's nothing personal, buddy. Yo, Zagreus, you hurt his feelings, dude. If you were buddies, you should have said something.
I left when it was necessary, Than. I thought of you and hoped you'd understand. I have to do this.
You can't leave your people in the dark, Zag.
That's more motivation than I've ever heard from you. Well, if you won't say it, I'll
this is
say
sad.
it. Goodbye, Zagreus.
That's heavy stuff. You said bye to Cerberus. You could at least say bye to your homie. Let's go for keys. I think this might be the first key we've seen this run, but we definitely want to keep cracking open categories on the mirror from our fake mom. Let's keep putting these guys down. Would love a little health influx. As much as I enjoyed that little competition with our dear friend Death, it took a little bit out of us, to be sure. Oh no, put down these guys, come on. Oh, thank goodness, I thought I missed one. Don't want to get sloppy this late in the game. Still of Death's Defiance, as I mentioned earlier. Hate these butterflies. They are priority number one. Get those blade rifts out there. As I said in an earlier episode... Oh, come on. It seems the butterflies are unaffected by the blade rifts, which a commenter happily pointed out is one of the most terrifying and apocalyptic sentences I've ever heard. And indeed it is. What was that? What was I doing? Sloppy. That's what it is. Don't shoot me. I'm not shooting you. I'm getting up in your face. That's called honor. Never forget that. Thank you. That key just blinked. I never noticed that they do that. And now I'm upset. Health? Health. 30 minutes. How the time crawls. My apologies for the long episode, but we just took out the Hydra so darn fast. I just need to get good at taking out Meg's sister so that I can package Tartarus and Asphodel together and give Elysium the time it so deserves. Story that I got cut off earlier. I was going to buy ingredients for the egg bhurji, the wonderful and delicious Indian meal that I made only a few days ago. And I bought two things from this little Indian import shop. One of which was a snack from India that I'm very fond of called moong dal, which is something that in India they call a namkeen.
Useless.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was doing a chest. Well, I didn't get as much from that as I hoped. That's what I get for getting distracted. And I think we might be pushing on Theseus soon. I bought some moong dal, which is dal, lentils, that are fried and salted and very tasty as a snack. And we've got cash, and we don't want to take any huge risks.
With that Chiron, man, he's sort of...
He's a good dude, Dionysus. You should hang out with him sometime. I went to check out with the moong dal and with some garam masala, spice that I needed for the dish. Positive outlook is probably the answer.
Cheers, mate.
One last tissue. Pardonnez-moi. And as I went to check out, the owner of the establishment, the man behind the counter, looked at what I was ordering, looked at me, and said, "You know that this is a snack, right? Like, this isn't for cooking." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I lived in India for a bit, I know." And he just looks at me very serious. He's like, "Because a lot of people buy this, like, for lentils, for cooking. And it's not that, it's a snack." And I really appreciated that. That was very nice of him to warn me, because if you tried to cook for moong dal, imagine you were trying to make fried rice and you used Rice Krispies instead.
Not the flame of righteousness. Are you finished? Let's get this started.
Dang,
I've come a long
Zag.
way.
The man's got a family. They're probably dead. Aren't we all? Pew! And I gotta tell you, the moong dal, also delicious. Alright, get your head back in the game. Don't let these guys get the drop on you. Asterius is already pre-wounded, courtesy of our earlier conflict. I do wish that the Chaos boon had kind of clicked in by now. That'd be awesome. As always, focus Asterius down. We've got him. Theseus, if you could just, like, lie down and take a nap instead of being the insufferable little punk that you are. I'll give you some nectar. I'll do it. I've got some. If that's what it takes to make you just go away, like, I'll pull out all the stops. I do not want to get Theseus to stage 2 before Asterius, but I am not above putting a little bit of heat on him. I should have been hit with that. Very grateful I was not. Uh-oh. That worked out very nicely. I gotta say, I am loving the extra range that Daedalus gave me. Ooh! Speaking of extra range, I made that same quip when we fought him like 5 minutes ago. Like, to the word. Can't do that. This is going pretty well so far, knock on wood. Apparently Asterius is already in phase 2. I didn't notice it happen, but he just shot out those waves. And I am happy about that. Ooh! I feel like I am narrowly dodging a lot of attacks that I absolutely deserve to get hit with. Theseus, like, do you have to be so mean? Like, you can be my enemy, but do you have to be a bully? You just, like, threw a spear at them a little bit because your aim is not good. You gotta treat your fans better. You there, watching this video? If you're a subscriber or not a subscriber, no matter what, whether you leave a comment, whether you leave a like, whether this is the only video of mine you ever watch, I pinky promise you this very second, I will never throw a spear at you while you're watching one of my videos. Do keep in mind, however, that I might throw a spear at you if you're not watching one of my videos, so maybe you should subscribe just in case. I can't make any, like, you know, no big promises. Minotaur should go down from Doom and Hangover before too long, or maybe from some punches. Let's go. Theseus, you and me, buddy.
You and me, King.
Come on, look at me. You heard Asterius. I'm fighting you hand to hand. I'm unarmed. How about you put down the spear and fight me like a man? Just your fists, like me. Ouch. Alright, I was just getting on his case for being a bully. And I don't think I'm being unfair per se. I do think I'm being a little stupid. And don't want to smack talk my way into an early grave. Even if I'm good at it. We will likely have to use the Death's Defiance on this fight, but if we could avoid doing so, it would definitely give us an upper hand for what lies beyond. I hate that spear. Not that spear. I do dislike that spear. I hate that shield. Now we need to get in there while he retreats. That's the ticket. Bait out the spear. Get in close. Take him out while he's pulling back. There we go. If we can be smart about how we engage with him, bait out his attacks. Don't forget that you've got a million dashes for Hermes. Ooh!
Asterius, my
What?
friend, you are avenged.
I thought I had Death's Defiance. Am I a crazy person? Did I unequip Death's Defiance at the beginning of the run instead of equipping it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have to go uninstall the game now. Thank you for tuning in. The series is now over. The channel is now over. You have 2 days to watch all of the videos before I delete them all. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your support. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and smashing that like button. I'll never see you again. Goodbye.